Alright guys, just gonna start off a few minutes before the train shows up. I know you guys can't see anything, so let me enlighten you. So the train just hit the defect detector, which as we all know is in Spring Valley. What the fuck is that down there? There's something with the red eyes. Maybe it's something reflective. But train just hit the defect detector and the lights are still red. Now, it's kind of risky shining it right like this, but I don't think it goes far. It's on ultra wide, so now, I don't know when it's supposed to turn green, but you think it'd be green by now. What is that looking at me? I want to find out. You guys can't see it. Look. Is that reflective? You know, let's zoom in the best we can here. I want to know what's looking at me. I think it's reflective because that really hasn't really moved much. Yeah, I think it's reflective. Well, it's besides the point. Point being, like I said, the only information I have is that it's a GP38-2. Should be leading. Might not though. I don't know. And oh yeah, the light is still red. So I'm hoping. I know Spring Valley is still. Jesus Christ. I don't know how much battery this thing has, so I'm not trying to keep it on, but I don't know how far, but Spring Valley is that way, but I don't know how far away it is, but me personally, I would assume it'd be green by now. But for those of you who don't know, this is the signal that is known for acting up and causing the train to stop right here, and then the dispatcher having to override it by clearing up all tracks that way. Clearing up all tracks. Why is it so blurry? Hold on. Hold on. I don't know why it's so blurry. Yeah, that's strange. Hope it's not going to be like that for us tonight. But, dispatcher has to clear up all track that way. Make sure there's nothing on the line, which there typically never is. Which I don't know if they'd go through Iowa Interstate or CSX, because, I mean, if you just keep going, that's eventually going to hit CSX territory, but knowing that it's at the defect detector, I'm going to keep turning my back, looking at the signal, looking back, because you'll see the headlights down there. Trust me, it's really dark. But the good news is, the first time I was down here, my flashlight was on red. You know, it's about as red as that signal. And that's why it was so dark. But now that my eyes have not only adapted, thanks to the moonlight, shout out to the moon, and also my flashlight is fully charged. So you guys should have a pretty good view tonight. And if we get any horn playing, just for those who do not know, even though, you know, I'm not going to be, you know, a mean person and say it should be common sense, but for those who do not know, there is no crossing. There is that crossing right there. You guys can barely see, it's out of view. That's a trail crossing, and it does not count. So any horn, bell, or assuming the GP38 has flashing ditch lights, pretty much anything, there's no crossing between all the way down there and all the way down there is where the first crossing is going to be. And that's about a few miles that way. So anything done by the train is going to be for me. Or who knows, it could be for all you guys, you know. If it'll be for us, right there. We'll just say that, because we're in this together. But it'll be for us, so just keep that in mind as the video progresses. It would be nice if there'd be a little bit of hornplay, because since we're not at a crossing, we're not going to hear anything. And GP38s, Iowa Interstate's GP38s have very pretty horns, in my personal opinion. And the GP38s have the ability to not fully open the horn, so maybe we'll get something, or even a bell. Noise. I'm like, rail fanners are like toddlers. We like noise. And I'm not speaking for all rail fanners. I'm speaking for myself. I like noise. Okay. But, I'm gonna go ahead and wait for something to happen. Either this turn green or I see headlights. But, I will, catch you guys in the next scene, because I'm gonna be staying here for probably the next 10, 5, 15 minutes. But for you guys, I'll just be right back in a second. Man, isn't technology amazing? Here we go. There's more I hear. the more constant. It's still red. It's still red. It's still red. Oh, it's green. It's green. You finally turned green. I wish it was brighter. So that's how close it needs to be to get green. Yes, EOTD, thank you. Here it is. That's a sight. There's just such a beautiful sight right there. Here she comes. Oh no, it's 500. Nice. We got the Jevo. Oh, he's hauling ass. 20 mile an hour, you know? What the hell? Where's the GP38? Huh. Oh, I hear the horn. I zoomed in for you guys, hoping you could hear a little bit of the horn there. Well, unfortunately, we didn't really get much of anything horn-wise, which really don't really give a shit. But, I mean, what was that? That kind of sucks. Is that a barge? I see light. Is there There's a barge somewhere. Yeah, it's looking at those. Wait, is that it? Yeah, there's a barge. It's looking right at those containers. But, anyway, like I said, really nothing I can do about it. I mean, they are not obligated to honk at me or do the bell or do the flashing ditch lights or anything. I don't expect them to, so that way, you know, I mean, not, jeez, that sounds worse. I do not expect them to, but when they do, it's freaking cool. Because it's like, you know, they're acknowledging my existence. They're like, hey, how's it going, you know? Yeah, there's a barge pulling up. They're gonna get those cars right over there. I should probably stop shining my light that way. Because the last thing... Oh, you hear that?
Good night, buddy.
Alright, they're gone. I had to listen for... Oh, they're not going for those cars. Okay, you guys can't see it, but there's containers right there. But they're not going for it. They're going further down. But, I was really hoping that there'd be something there. But, you know, like I said, at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, I am 100% aware that they are not obligated to do jack, you know what, when I'm standing over here. Well, when they do, it's always
25,
appreciated.
27, got a markup over.
But,
25, 27, I've got...
Alright, I guess we'll let them talk.
Yeah, I want to say 512, 512 is 500, 500.
Gonna lose them here in a few seconds, probably.
Our tonnage is 11,000.
11,000.
138. Length 937. We are key train.
Key? I don't understand that language. Well, that's... Yeah, we're about to lose him here.
118988. F 95.0. Says 1A main, comma 2 track. Switch 10 second, number 2 track. EC1 number 81189. Today's date 95.0, CO 2520. Circle 1A. Operate on main. The BIS 95.0 main track.
Do want to
21 22 120. AJD over.
I do want to show you guys something. Oh, broken glass. Kind of have to walk down to the diamond. Ooh, yeah, it gets a little muddy there. when it rained the other day, surprisingly enough, I don't really know how railroad crossings work. Get that shit out of here. But I don't know how diamonds work. I don't know how tracks work other than they carry the trains. But I was walking down here and it was a little bit brighter so I could actually, you know, see without the flashlight. But as you walk in here, well, all the water wasn't disrupted like this, but when a train goes through it does that. But if you look right in there, there's just water sitting in there. It's got nowhere to go. Like it's just puddle, huge puddle of water just sitting there. It's got nowhere to go. I don't know how that works. And I'm saying this because you would imagine it would just sink back into the ground and, you know, screw off, but it does not appear to do that. I mean, you look, that's like I got waterproof boots, so I mean, it's not a deep puddle, but it's there, doing its thing, being mud. But I thought that was pretty interesting because, you know, like I said, I don't understand how that type of stuff works. But I thought it was pretty cool to be walking down here and see just, you know, a whole puddle. And for those who are probably raging in your mind, saying, why are you walking on those tracks? Well, I'm doing it because a train just passed, and I'm very knowledgeable of the general area that I'm in. And I know that there is only one train between here and now, and there will be a train between 10 and 12, which is the BICB, which is Blue Island Council Bluffs. And that is hours from now. Which means, even though what I'm doing is still, some could frown upon and say it's trespassing, that is true. That is 100% true. Even walking in between train tracks is considered trespassing. But with that being said, I am not putting myself in any danger other than tripping over these giant rocks that they like to put down. Because I tell you, walking down here, there's some decent sized rocks that really like to try and twist my ankle, I swear to God. But other than that, I'm in no danger, which I know that does not excuse walking in between those. And you guys know me, I'm a nut for this type of stuff. I follow the rules, but if I walk in between or on the side like I just did, there's way less rocks I have to risk twisting my ankle over, and then I'll be in serious danger then. Just saying, for those of you who probably, you know, might watch this, I know a few random people will show up every now and then in some random videos. I'm not saying it's happened before. I've never gotten anything like that of people getting mad at what I do or what I don't do, but I'm just addressing it in case someone decides that they want to say that. I am full aware of what I'm doing, and I know that there's not going to be any trains for a very long time. And a very long time is like, it is currently 8:23. And like I said, the next train is between 10 and 12 o'clock. So yeah, that's a lot of hours away. But with all that being said, I'm going to start walking back down, because it's probably like a 5-minute walk, because I walk slow, so I don't, you know, hurt myself on these rocks. But with all that being said, you guys got to see 512 knock down the signal. 500 as a rear DPU, elephant style. It was nice to be able to shine a flashlight at the G-Vone. You know, you don't have to worry about blinding somebody, because there really shouldn't be anyone in there. I do not know what happened to the GP38, but they most likely dropped it off at Bureau, because one of my good friends, Mark Baker, in the area, records the BUSY, which is the Bureau rocket, which is a GP38 or some maybe SD40-2. I don't know what is all in their roster for the older engines, but I know they have a few GPs. I think they have a few SD40s, -2s, that is. They'll send a few engines, or maybe just one. There goes the barge. See the lights? They're moving. They're getting work done. But they'll come down at least Monday, Tuesday, one of the days. They'll come down a few times a week, and they'll go over to that Buzzy's yard. You guys see me record them before. That's BUSW is their sign, you could say. And that's where Buzzy's and I, Winter State, meet each other for the day. But he specializes in recording those, and also he has a lot of old train videos that is really cool to see. So go check out his channel if you want, at Prototype Trains, and I want to say it's Prototype Trains in Areas of Historic ROWS. I don't know the meaning behind it. He might tell me after he sees this, but I will find the channel name. I'll put it in the description. If you guys want to go watch him, he has a lot of impressive videos, and I have a insight, a guy on the inside, and he told me that at one point he saw a BNSF SD70 Mac in the Burlington Northern Executive Mac color paint scheme over in this area, but I don't know if it's true. I'm kidding, I know it's true. He's seen his fair share of impressive trains, okay, but I'm not going to drag this out any longer than I have to. You guys know me, I don't make long videos. I'm just saying. Alright, there you go, Mark. Here's your little shout out there, buddy. Feel like you deserve it. But, do not know what happened to the GP38, but they most likely dropped it off in Bureau because the last BUSW to come through was Iowa Interstate 700, which, that's the one that I have gotten. I don't think I've ever actually recorded it. The only ones we've been getting, this 2 times I've ever recorded was 711, but, 700 is pretty, it needs high maintenance, according to Mark. He knows a few people that say that 700 is kind of beat up and needs to be repaired. It was one of the first original parts of the 700 series. There was 4 originals: 700, 701, 702, 703. It's the original 4 of the 700 series. Obviously, there's a lot more now. But so that, as you can imagine, 700 has taken its fair share of whatever you want to call it. If you want to call it beatings, you want to call it work, whatever suits, whatever floats your boat, it's taking it. So he said they barely even made it up the hill. They stalled on the hill the other times. So I'm assuming they dropped off that GP38 and Bureau Junction, and they're going to use that for the next BUSW job, which honestly makes a lot of sense. It's smart for them to drop off a new engine, actually, because if 700, I've never, like I said, never seen 700, but if it's as bad as it says, then yeah, they need something else. But with all that being said, you guys have a great rest of your day, night, evening, whatever you decide to watch this. If you decide to watch this at all, I'm sorry I dragged this video out a while, but I had some things to say. But with all that being said, I will see you guys tomorrow and update you on any information. That's what I've been doing with my YouTube shorts lately. If you haven't noticed, I've started harassing one of my good friends, Ken. He's the one that always gets that radio call down there. He has an antenna that goes really high, probably about maybe even as big as this pole. He can hear things. So I usually always ask him when I first come down. You know, I usually bug the hell out of him. And I ask him what's coming to town. I give you guys content. So Ken, if you know you subscribe to the channel, if you made it this far, thank you for all the information you always give me. Hope I don't usually bug you that bad. But with all that being said, I will catch you guys in tomorrow's YouTube short, I guess.